we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Kane. Looking for options for movement. It's Dembele! Superb from Dembele! A finish right from the top draw. And Inter go in front.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
7 minutes is number 13, Ousmane Dembele.
England finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Played out towards the right wing. The less said about that pass, the better. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Madueke, and here's Bellingham. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Dembele. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's... Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And that was his 20th goal for this team. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? And the shot! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 9.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now who's going to be first to this? Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. And this is Kane. That has been slung wide.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mateus. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Knocks it into space. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. And a shot! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Number 13, Ousmane Dembele.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Almost half an hour in now. And this is Kane. Tries to pass it through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's beaten the last man. Cruyff! It's a loose ball. In he goes again. And we have our very first corner. Rice with the short one. Cafu play. Cruyff! Bellingham. O'Reilly. Kane is herring after that one. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Cruyff! And Cruyff! Cruyff! That is beyond words! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Goal scorer for Inter.
Well, it's a goal
After
fest,
35
and the fact it's so
minutes is
one-sided now is getting scary.
Johan Cruyff.
Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Mbappe. Mateus. Mateus! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
37 minutes is number 15, Lothar Matthäus.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, they've got it again. Some resolute defending there. And here's Mbappe. And that's gone loose. Now this... He's had a shot! And that's past the post.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Driving on and making good progress. Tries a shot! And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
The goal scorer for Inter after 44 minutes is number 8, Pirlo.
Stones. Rice. Anderson. That's destined for the flank. Gordon.
There will be 3 minutes.
He has found a way
added
through.
time.
Oh, nice touch. Anderson. Now it's charged, surely! Oh, denied at the last.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Konsa. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Hello attendees, this
Well, for
is
me, it's a
What
lead that's
Children's
thoroughly deserved,
announcement.
Peter. They've
Would the
been
father
quicker
of
to
a
pretty
boy
much
in a
everything so
blue
far.
hat
The only
kindly
thing
make his
you've
way
got to
to the
wonder is
information
how
centre?
taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan look as though they
Everyone
have this
please
game
welcome
won.
the two
They've been
sides.
firing and scoring at will. So off we go again. That pass has been well intercepted. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Number 8.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Now it's Mbappe. Rice. And he can thump it away. Throw it. Pinches it off him. Gordon. And it's Bellingham. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. It's Dembele! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Konsa. Now James. Madueke. He is through here. Mbappe. Pirlo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cruyff. Anderson. Now it's Rice. Look at the Kane! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Marcelo conjures time and space where few can. Cruyff needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Played out wide. He's picked his way through. Marcelo.
The attendance
Defence
for this
just
match was
about came out on top, but they were
98,004.
certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested.
He's in one-on-one. So much. Mbappe!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Anderson looking to add to his goal. Goes for the shot! It's a chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Substitution for England. Number 10.
Corner number 2 then.
Bellingham. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Eze.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Marcelo calmly anticipates. And it's Kane. Great defending, strong and determined. He can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff! And yes, it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Absolutely no element of... It's even more worrying in some ways.
71 minutes is number 9.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Stones. Anderson. And it's James. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Dembele. And he was quick to react. Rice. He's looking wide. And here's Dembele. Rice. And he's cut it out. Rice. Anderson. James. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Mbappe appears to be in some real discomfort. Is it his leg?
Yeah, and you know, I think it appears to have been bothering him for a while.
He's going to continue, it seems, albeit a little gingerly.
Number 18, Gordon. Coming on the field, number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 11, Rashford. Substitution.
So we have further activity on the bench here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Good read, needed to be. And that's a throw-in. Bonucci goes direct. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Inter Milan making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Pass somewhat off target. Stones. Now Konsa. Saka. Now it's Romario. Beckham. Picked out brilliantly. And Beckham! And again! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Ups for safety. Anderson, spread to the right. And time is up. Inter Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for any... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Takes the shot! Space for him to turn and look. Caught offside that time. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Olise. He's found a way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Spread it left. Neymar. Olise! Goal! Sporting! And there is your opener. What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he cuts out the supply. Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Inzaghi. He can run onto that. Camavinga. Now it's Trossard. That's going wide left. Looking for options for movement. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, easy pickings there.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Threads one in. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And it's been hooked away. And that's definitely not his best. Trossard played out towards the right wing. He's got away. Elects getting up there. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. That's going across goal. Cafu is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Mateus looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Neymar. Fernandes. Looking for the run. Now it's Trossard. Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Defending was strong and firm. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Passing is crisp and sharp. And the shot! And it's in! This is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Sporting are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, played right into his path, and he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Sends it crossfield. Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Olise, he has found the way through. Varane simply refused to be outdone there. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. Mbappe. Marquinhos. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Olise. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that's gone loose. Mateus. Now it's Inzaghi. Rice. Mbappe. Chance! And that's a good finish. With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And here's Trossard. Tries to cross. Terrific effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Gabriel Fernandez. And it's Camavinga. Trossard. And for the first half, that is that. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bonucci gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And here's Trossard. Good pressure, determined, intense. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he plays one through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Gabriel. And here's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good spread. And here's Olise. Kane. Oh, important interception. And he's only too happy to take that back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Inter Milan needing a change of fortune here. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely weighted ball. Trossard. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Can he get on the end of this? Vitinha. Now it's Olise. And it's Cruyff. Driving forward. And Cruyff!
Cruyff made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
There will be a throw-in.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need...
Takes a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Oh no, what has happened here? Can he finish? And he hits the net! Inter are back in business! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a promising position. Marquinhos clears without hesitation. Mbappe is having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here.
Shot, surely! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Ryan gets it away. Rice. Cafu. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Sporting really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fernandes. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Neymar. Oh, played through for the wide man. Goes for a shot! Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Pinches it off him. Bonucci defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe!
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9. Numero 41. Lasciano il campo.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And it's Bonucci. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. And the through ball. Mbappe is flagged offside. Roberto Baggio, who can single-handedly make a difference. Vitinha, Fernandes, who's set up one goal so far, and Marquinhos. Bonucci kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
The ball goes in. And that's the keeper's ball. Five minutes to add. Played into space. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through. He's on it. Chance for a shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to...
And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So things are underway. And here's Inzaghi. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Chooses to go crossfield. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cafu. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Azar. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Pirlo. Rice. Now it's Inzaghi. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Mbappe. That is good progress on the left. He's found the way through. And he gets rid in a hurry. It's a throw-in. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, nice interception. Pacho. Camavinga. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Mbappe. Now it's Inzaghi. Over to the right flank. Rice providing an outlet on that flank. Corner then. Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Oh, such a clever touch. Plays it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Crossed in once more. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. Knocks it into space. And Cruyff! Johan Cruyff, unequalled in the history of our beautiful game. He's got himself an absolute peach. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And it's Rice. Rice. Oh, this Rice! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Yamal. He's having a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Looking for a runner. Ibrahimovic. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hazard. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Mbappe, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Hazard. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Inter Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Hazard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. He is through here. Bonucci did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Inter Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now it's Yamal. And here's Mbappe. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hazard has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, good-looking ball. Camavinga. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Marquez is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Ibrahimovic. Some resolute defending there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's going in strongly.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Paredes. Alexander-Arnold. Marcelo is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Yamal. That's been cut out, well played. In comes the corner. Yamal with the short one. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Marquez, that's destined for the flank. No, he's not getting his way this time. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's managed to get free. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Pacho. Spread to the right. Space for him to turn and look. That has not gone well. And claimed it back swiftly. It's a sharp pass. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Mateus. Van Dijk calmly anticipates.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Fernandes. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Cruyff. Can he get on the end of... And the shot! And that's a sharp finish! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So changes of foot here, and from both sides.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. I mean, he was looking very, very leggy.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's Pirlo. And he's intervened well there. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Inzaghi. Ferran Torres. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great...
You